Imagine a dense forest, sunlight filtering through towering trees, and the allure of unexplored territory. That's where my journey into the Whispering Pines began. In this untouched wilderness, you could see nothing but green as far as the eye could reach. The kaleidoscope of leaves, plants, and shrubs created a mosaic of nature in its rawest form. The sunlight played peekaboo between the foliage, casting a dappled pattern onto the dense undergrowth below. The towering trees, centuries old, stood like silent sentinels, their bark weathered and scarred, whispering tales of time. Rustle of leaves echoed around like an ancient chant, signifying the eternal rhythm of the forest. The air was laden with the earthy scent of damp soil, the sweet perfume of wildflowers, and the crisp freshness of pine. The silence was occasionally broken by the chatter of unseen critters or the melodic, a distant bird, each sound serving to amplify the profound quietness around. The forest was not just a location, but a living, breathing entity. It pulsed with life, each tree, each insect, each blade of grass contributing to the symphony of existence. The further I ventured, the more I was enveloped by this physiological wonder. A sense of awe and reverence filled me as the mysteries of this place started unraveling. I was captured not just by the enchanting beauty, but by the sense of serenity and tranquility it offered. Excitement bubbled up as the forest seemed to come alive with a mysterious energy, inviting me to share this adventure. The forest was alive with nature's symphony. Its collective voice was a melodious blend of whispers, rustles, and songs. The wind blew gently, conducting the grand orchestra of life as it weaved through the tall, majestic trees, making the leaves dance to its rhythm. Every rustle was a note, every bird song a melody, composing an intricate, enchanting composition only Mother Nature could script. Birds sang their harmonious tunes from the treetops, their lyrical symphonies echoing in the vast expanse. Each distinct song, a part of the larger concert, added a vibrant layer of rhythm and zest to the forest's symphony. The rustling leaves whispered secrets only the wild could understand. Their hushed voices created a mesmerizing soundtrack, the very essence of this green realm's soul. The call of the wild was more than just a call. It was a beckoning that I couldn't resist. It was an invitation to embrace the raw, unfiltered beauty of the wilderness that lay beyond the confines of civilization. The allure was irresistible. It teased my adventurous spirit and called out to the explorer within. Each step into the Green Cathedral was a step into an unseen world, a world that was waiting to be discovered, eager to unravel its secrets. The forest was not just a place, it was a living, breathing entity with a heartbeat of its own. Every leaf was a chapter, every tree a story, and every moment spent there a revelation. The deeper I ventured, the more mysteries it revealed, each one more fascinating than the last. The forest was alive with nature's symphony. Birds sang, rustling leaves created a mesmerizing soundtrack. I couldn't resist the call of the wild. Each step into the Green Cathedral revealed an unseen world, eager to unravel its secrets. Deeper, the atmosphere shifted. The world around me suddenly seemed unfamiliar, as if I had been transported to an alien environment. A palpable tension hung in the air, like silent lightning waiting to strike. It was as though the forest had heaved a deep sigh, drawing in a breath of some unknown mystical force. I felt it prickling against my skin, quickening the beat of my heart, sending shivers down my spine. A sense of anticipation washed over me, its weight dense and heavy, pressing on my shoulders. As I ventured further, I noticed peculiar symbols etched into the bark of the towering tree trunks, an arcane language hidden away from prying eyes. I traced my fingertips over the unfamiliar markings, feeling their age and wisdom under my touch. They whispered stories of ancient times, of forgotten civilizations that once revered these woods. My curiosity flared, and I was drawn deeper into the forest's enigmatic embrace. A soft echo danced on the breeze, a distant melody that reverberated through the trees. The sound was eerie, yet oddly mesmerizing. It seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once, a chorus of whispers that sent a shiver of unease down my spine. It was as if the forest itself was watching, its unseen eyes trailing my every move, its voice murmuring secrets in my ear. There was a sense of being observed, of something unseen residing in the shadows. The forest revealed its enigmatic nature, leaving me on the edge of anticipation. The trees held secrets and the air vibrated with unspoken mysteries. The forest was alive with possibilities, a land of enchantment and intrigue that beckoned me onward, each step leading me deeper into its heart. The next morning I awoke disoriented. Confusion drenched me like a cold shower. I was supposed to be in a familiar place, a comfort zone, but something had changed. Something seemed amiss. I tried to find the enchanting trail I had so jovially tread yesterday, but it had disappeared as if it was a figment of my imagination. Instead, what I saw in its place was an impenetrable thicket. Dense, dark, and daunting, it stood there, challenging my will, my courage. A wave of panic washed over me, my heart pounded in my chest. My surroundings, once a nurturing mother, had morphed into a malicious monster. The once inviting forest, an arena of tranquility and peace, now appeared as an unfamiliar, foreboding realm. The chirps of the birds were replaced with the eerie echoes of wildlife hidden in the shadows. The once vibrant, verdant leaves looked sickly, devoid of any life or color. The challenge of survival threw me into a whirlpool of emotions. I was caught in a battle against the elements. The wind howled like a wild beast, the rain felt like shards of glass piercing my skin, and the thunder sounded like the drums. The battle against the very nature that once nurtured me seemed like an ironic twist of fate. The whispering pines, once a sanctuary of solace, had morphed into an ominous labyrinth. The trees stretched out their gnarled limbs like grotesque sculptures. Their whispers now sounded like muffled screams. The forest's beauty became a haunting image, and the once comforting whispers of the pines transformed into a disquieting chorus of eerie echoes. In the blink of an eye, an Eden had turned into a labyrinth of doom. The whispering pines became an ominous labyrinth. Every new day brought forth novel challenges, but with it, my survival instincts heightened and kicked in. As dawn broke and the sun started to lick the sky with its fiery hues, I made early starts to my days, focusing on the essential tasks at hand. I was alone, stranded with only the wilderness, however. Nature had a way of nurturing its own. I fashioned rudimentary shelters. My shelters were constructed from the abundant resources nature had graciously provided. I scavenged for sturdy branches, large leaves, and strong vines, piecing them together to form a protective cocoon against the elements. A place that I could call home in the midst of the wilderness, an asylum from the unseen dangers lurking in the shadows. As days turned into weeks with a sharpened focus on sustenance, I began to forage for wild edibles. At first, this was a risky endeavor given my lack of knowledge of the local flora. However, desperation has a way of honing the sharpest skills, and soon I was able to identify berries, roots, and tubers that would not only fill my stomach but also provide the necessary nutrients to keep me going. Water, the elixir of life, was luckily in abundance in the form of a pristine, babbling brook. I devised a way of purifying it using boiling and filtration techniques. It was a painstaking process, but also an essential one, for water was life. As my survival routine became more structured, I ventured on with a newfound courage. On one such exploration, I stumbled upon something that shook me to my core. Hidden among the gnarled roots of an ancient tree was an artifact of immense intrigue, an engraved stone with an otherworldly aura. Emerging from the whispering pines became a journey of self-discovery. The forest tested not just survival skills, but the strength to face the unknown. Shadows and whispers, once unsettling, became companions in an unforgettable adventure. Reflecting on lessons learned, I couldn't wait to share this odyssey. So, there you have it. Whispers in the Wilderness, a journey that pushed me to my limits. Subscribe for more tales of survival and adventure, because every exploration into the wild is a story worth sharing. Until next time, stay curious, stay alive.